Show that gets you ready for the week of football that lies ahead is back on your screens one last time for the season. Cape Town City look to spoil the party and ruin in chances of invincibility for Sundowns. While question is, will Sundowns and Pirates rep their key players in cotton wool going to the Nedbank Cup final next week? We dissect that fixture as prior to the fight. We dissect what you can expect as far as the Nedbank Cup final is concerned. The PSL award nominees were announced yesterday. We're going to give you those and the winners after the awards, which on the date that is yet to be confirmed. Sport and Pirates face each other today to decide who's if Sundowns or Pirates need to win rather, and depend will rely on Stellies to lose their game in order for them to finish in that Champions League spot. Both sides separated by a point. Good afternoon, this is All Things Football. Welcome to it. My name is Apiwe Roto. We're talking all things football. If you take a liking to watch the show on YouTube on the Apiwe Roto network, if you take a liking, however, remember to hit that thumbs up button, the like button that is, hit the subscribe button also, and ring the bell for future notifications. Last episode of season 3 for the as we come to the end of 2023-2024 show. Would like to congratulate Manchester City, who did a 4-peat and will be looking for a double today as they take on neighbours Manchester United in the second successive FA Cup final, having just won fresh from winning the FA Cup final. Let's From winning the English Premier League, I beg your pardon. Let's talk about your news. Plenty to talk about today, so we're gonna try to be as fast as possible. Due to time constraints, considering the show started late, I do apologize sincerely for that. News making headlines in the last week in the world of football. To European sides based in the Turkish Super League and are currently in a race to secure the services of coach Jose Mourinho. The Portuguese mentor has been a free agent since he was let go by Serie A side following a string of poor results, despite winning the UEFA European Conference League. Despite links to Saudi Arabia, the special one looks likely to stay in Europe. In an interview, there have reportedly been offers from Saudi Arabia and a couple of national teams, but it seems the Portuguese tactician will rather stay in Europe. Reports in Turkey claim that the Super League sides Besiktas have joined Fenerbahce, who've also approached the special one to join. They were speaking to Fenerbahce had been talking apparently to put the Portuguese mentor. While Besiktas vice president also revealed they made an offer for the two-time UEFA Champions League winner, who's won the Champions League with both FC Porto and Inter Milan in 2004 and 2010. Saying, I quote, we contacted Jose Mourinho a month ago and he welcomed our offer as he interviewed per goal. And we have also resolved economic details and we will go to Italy next week so we can meet face to face. If we reach an agreement with Mourinho, then we'll recommend he include Ricardo Quaresma in the staff. In another story, making headlines, referee Jayli Chavani could likely miss out on the Nedbank Cup final between Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, following a mistake he made when he failed to send off Divine Lunga in a Nedbank Cup semi-final, where Sundowns emerged victorious when Ibatu goes to one against Delhi's at the Daddy Craven Stadium. Now Divine Lunga was penalized for committing a foul earlier in the game. However, he cautioned the Zimbabwean defender Divine Lunga. Then he fouled for the second time Devin Titus close to the box, that which also went unpunished, which was supposed to give him a second yellow card. Instead, attending to his assistant referee Zakele Suela, who had pulled a hamstring and had to be taken off. The decision could have changed, apparently, according to many, could have changed the complexion of the game, provided Stellis could have been awarded a penalty. Okay, this gave Celtic gave Sundowns a chance to substitute Divine Lunga while Chavani attended to the injured assistant referee. Safa confirmed the suspension of match officials in a statement, quoting, "Yes, the suspension has been handed out, and we can confirm that as Safa." We can confirm that as Safa, some of our match officials have been suspended and you'll only see them at the start of the new season. All of them will be part of the preseason workshop in July, where they'll overgo the amendments of the laws of the game, prepare for next season, and reflect on the previous season, Safa concluded. Supersport United mentor has spoken up on in other news. Supersport United, Supersport United coach mentor and Kevin Hunt has opened up on the futures of his players in Etios forward Etiosa Igadaro and shortstopper and Ricardo Goss. You just get the story. And confirmed that the duo is which joined to SuperSport United 2 seasons ago, are set to return to their parent club Mamelodi Sundowns, where they were sent out on loan after they were sent out to where they joined, but however were sent out on loan for 2 seasons. Now, Ricardo Goss joined from Bidvest Wits, where he would return to the club after he was loaned out, before being loaned out to SuperSport again, being loaned out to SuperSport United again to get more game time. The KwaZulu-Natal base player is said to have signed a 5-year contract before being loaned out to the Randburg-based outfit. And now Goss's contract is set to expire in 2028. It is not clear the 7-time Conservative champions what they have for the player, with Dennis Onyango likely to hang his gloves sooner rather than later. Now, the duo of Riyad Peterson and Jody February are also waiting for their fates. The Torkop side also have Ishmael Wadenga, which makes it close to 6 goalkeepers. Ismail Wadenga, who's currently on loan to Golden Arrows, like all players out on loan, is expected to be back for preseason at Sundowns unless an agreement is agreed between the two clubs. Meanwhile, Hunt has paid tribute to Eddie Kadaro, who will return to Clodegop after also spending a season on loan to Supersport, stating in an interview, I quote, he has got so much to offer, but the poor boy hasn't been loaned out all the time, and he doesn't know whether he is coming or going sometimes. He also goes on to say, so it's difficult for a player in that situation, but I told him football takes care of things if you do the right things. It takes care of things if you do the right things. He scored some vital goals for us this year, and he could have done better, of course. He has been injured for a lot of time, and that's been a problem for us. He goes back to Sundowns together with Goss, said Hunt in an interview. Matsatsantsa said to now SuperSport United play Pirates at the Orlando Stadium, looking to do a double after coming from a goal down to beat them 3-1 earlier last year. In the first round last year, beating them by 3-1, which included a Chandre Campbell brace. On to our other story. Alali's forward, Percy Tao's future with the Red Devil hangs by a thread. This comes after there were delays with regards to with regards to talks about his future with the Red Devils, Egyptian Giants, Al Ali. Let's find the story. Persidao's this comes after delays in the contract negotiation, as his contract is likely to expire in June. With Kaiser Chiefs part of the suitors, said to be part of the suitors. Kickoff has now established reasons for the delay in negotiations for a contract renewal, with Kyle Chiefs reported to have shown interest, according to Soccer Laduma. This concerns the Bafana Bafana International. After former Al Ahly star Ahmed Salam was quoted saying the relationship between the player and the head coach, Marcel Kola, has reached a dead end. However, has reached a dead end. So it remains to be seen whether, or it remains to be seen at a later stage if there will be a change when it between with regards to what happened. However, with what happens between the player and his mentor, however, a possible return to Sundowns has not been ruled out. Kaiser Chiefs are also interested in his services, just to mention a few. On to our other stories. Saudi Pro League side, Al Atifak have withdrawn their interest in Chipa United shotstopper Stanley Nobali. This comes after the side, coached by Steven Gerrard, are said to have run out of patience after the Nigerian run out of patience. The Nigerian shot goalkeeper attracted interest following an impressive run at the Africa Cup of Nations, which took place earlier this year. The Saudi club have never had a problem with paying money have never had, now the Saudi club have never had issues with paying money of any kind. However, they have since pulled out of the deal after not receiving assurance from the players' camp. Belgian sides Royal Union and Belgian side, Royal Union St. Gallows, and English Championship side, Queen's Park Rangers and Kaiser Chiefs are also interested in his service. Let me see if I can get something from the story. Uh, the goalkeeper, the Nigerian, behind the Nigerian shot stopper. Another news, while we look for that, we talk about Tony Kroos, who's said to hang his boots come end of the season. He has announced that he will be hanging his boots come end of the Euro 24, which is said to take place on his home soil in Germany, which will be hosted by Germany, I beg your pardon. His club was looking, however, for him to extend his contract. Uh, was looking to extend his contract. I'll be back to let's get back to the let's get back to the Stanley Nobali story. Apologies for the inconvenience. Network problems making things difficult for us to communicate. Saudi Pro League, FE25 have withdrawn their interest in Chippa United's goalkeeper Stanley Nobali, pulling out of negotiations with the South African club, according to a source from Score Nigeria, after the issue negotiation process had become drawn out with the German-led Steven Gerrard-led side believed to have run out of patience. It has been claimed that the Saudi club never had a problem with paying the amount required to secure the shortstopper service. However, they pulled out of the deal because they did not get any assurance. However, Royal Union St. Gallois and EFL Championship side Queen's Park Rangers and Soweto Giants Kaiser Chiefs are still interested in his signature, although it is still believed that he may move on too, because of the amount it would take to secure of his services, reaching up to 40 million rand, if I'm not mistaken, after his reputation increased in a big way following his exploits at the Africa Cup of Nations, which took place in Cote d'Ivoire. Domestically, the man goalkeeper has kept 10 clean sheets in the DSTV Premiership match and 10 DSTV Premiership matches this season as the interest grows increasingly. His current side are 12, currently lie 12th on the table, picking 8 points, 8 wins from and 10 wins and 29 encounters, and will travel to several place Sekukuna on their last game, which takes place today. Kickoff for that fixture is at 3 p.m. On to our other news, we're still on the news. CAF, the African Football Governing Body, CAF, are looking to investigate the chaos that occurred during the CAF Confederation Cup final between let me just look at we're gonna look at that after now. CAF has confirmed, there's the article. It is said that CAF is said to investigate the chaos that took place at the CAF Confederation Cup final over the weekend after suffering a 2-1 defeat to Azerbaijan in the first leg. Zamalek bounced back with a 1-0 win, courtesy of a 23rd minute strike by Ahmed Amdi to get their hands on the Continental Trophy via the away goals rule. When the referee blew the whistle to signal the end of the game, the White Castle's fans were overcome with elation and the trophy lifting ceremony kicked into gear. However, things would become chaotic and dangerous when a large number of supporters made their way onto the pitch to celebrate the moment. CAF has since condemned the incident, labeling it as security breaches and spectator behavior. Later on, Zamalek also went on to lift the club's second CAF Champions League trophy right in front of them. And a coach statement that CAF made, CAF it was, I quote, CAF strongly condemns the security breaches and spectator misbehavior during and after the Total CAF Energies CAF Confederation Cup, a second leg final between Zamalek and Azerbaijan that was played in Cairo, Egypt on Sunday, 19 May 2024. That's Africa's governing body, close quote. That was a statement that was made by the African football's governing body in a statement. CAF has also referred the matter to the relevant CAF bodies. CAF has also referred the matter to the relevant CAF bodies for the investigation. To the for investigation and disciplinary measures if necessary, which could possibly lead to a fine, which we've seen on a few occasions with Kaiser Chiefs and at the Danny Craven Stadium, which Sundowns could also be get on the receiving end of after Sundowns spectators broke into the stadium, destroying the breaking fences during the Nedbank Cup semi-final 2-0 win over Stellenbosch. The behavior of Sunderland supporters, its players and officials and any party during the match that will be dealt with by the CAF bodies for investigation, the relevant CAF bodies, that is. Speaking of which, the winner, the two-leg final, Zamalek head coach Jose Gomez said that the encounter should be recognized for the high level that was on the show. The team started very strongly. We could have scored more goals in the first half, he said, as per CAF's official website. Of African football deserves recognition for this final, and we won because we stayed focused. Congratulations are in order for Zamalek for winning their second successive Confederations Cup. And to our other news, Chelsea and Mauricio Pochettino have parted ways on mutual consent. The Argentina tactician parts ways, making him the third mentor to be part ways with the Blues, with the Stadium Footbridge based side after a string of poor results. Despite signing a 2-year deal with the club, let's just find the story. Despite signing despite signing a 2-year contract with the club, the Blues finished sixth in the Premier League, which was seen as an improvement compared to the previous season. Pochettino becomes the third mentor to part ways with with the club, following after Thomas Tuchel, who joined in 2021, and Graham Potter, who joined forward, and who joined after, who succeeded him, and now Graham Potter, and now Mauricio Pochettino becomes the third casualty rather. Let's just looking for the story that is. There we are. This comes after a meeting during a Pochettino and sporting directors Lawrence Stewart and Paul Watt Stanley and co-owner Baghdad Akbali, who took place which took place, which Pochettino agreed to his departure. Sporting directors Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley said in a statement, I quote, "And on behalf of everyone at Chelsea, would like to express our gratitude to Mauricio for his services. He will become he will be welcome back to Stamford Bridge anytime, and we wish him all the best in his future coaching career." Mauricio Pochettino has been quoted as saying, "Thank you to the Chelsea ownership group and sporting directors for the opportunity to be part of this football club's history. The club is now well positioned and keep moving forward in the Premier League and Europe for years to come." The Blues hinted at the end of the season that the future would not only be in the hands of the club, citing, "Look, it is not important. The important thing is that to the Blues boss hinted that ahead of the season that a decision on his future would not only be in his hands of the will be only be in his hands of the club, I beg your pardon. Look, he stated that, look, it is not important. The most important thing is trying to keep going, is to keep going keep going, working. If we're happy, we're all happy. Not all the owners are happy with us, the sporting directors with us, or with the organization the club is building here, because when we are all on assessment, if we are happy, perfect, but it is not only if the owners are happy, all sporting directors are happy. If we are happy, you need to also ask also, because we said, look, maybe you're not happy with certain situations, maybe we are not happy and we need to split. It goes on to say it is not going to be the first time that a coaching staff at the end decide at the end of the season to not to keep going. But I understand that it is the opposite way. Always the owner or the sporting director. They can always say tomorrow, until here we arrive, maybe I can say, look, I want to leave. There are two parts who can take a decision, not only because Chelsea are not happy, the owners are not happy, the sporting directors are not happy. Maybe we are not happy because we arrived here with some job in the end. It has not happened with it does. It has not happened what we expect. Maybe we are not happy. I don't say I am not happy, but it is always lacking one side, and you can't please everyone. Maybe the other side say, okay, maybe until here, and we split it. It is not a problem. It is not going to be the end of the world. Close quote. On to our other story, DSTV Premiership side. DSTV Premiership side, the TS Galaxy have taken coach Rulani Mukwena to court following accusations he made with regards to his TS Galaxy players. To eventually, according to TS Galaxy players, I beg your pardon, who was said to stating that they were under the instructions to take out Bongani Zungu when they hosted the Rockets in Sundowns' 3-0 win at Loftus Versfeld. Now, this comes after, if you remember clearly, the Carling knockout last year, where Bongani Zungu, the midfielder, was sent off for breaking Bernard Parker's leg in what was a near career-ending challenge. This was believed to be a retaliation for Zungu breaking the leg of Bernard Parker in October 2023. TS Galaxy have denied these accusations, demanding an apology, failure of which they would take the matter to court, and they've now gone to the High Court, according to SABC Sport. In the statement made by TS Galaxy, I quote, the impunging statements comprise untrue and defamatory statements pertaining to the club and is indeed per se defamatory of the club, its players, head coach, technical team, players, staff, and management, as well as its supporters, read the statement sent by Galaxy to Sundowns. Now, you must remember that the owner, Tim Sukazi, owns a law firm. And they go on to say, in the circumstances, we are instructed to demand as hereby that Mr. Mukwena and by extension, Sundowns retract the impunging statements and publish an unconditional prominent and appropriate public apology, I beg your pardon, and Sundowns immediately retract their public statement, publish an unconditional, prominent, and appropriate apology in terms agreed by the club in both videographic and written forms, which should be permanently published on all prominent football social media and football social and other media platform, including that of Sundowns, be it print or electronic. TS Galaxy's court action comes just after a war of words between coaches Sia Dramovic and Rulani Mukwena, which seems to be far from over after the two coaches were seen trading jabs. We saw them refusing to shake hands in the last encounter, which finished 1-1 on Tuesday evening. With Rulani saying Mukwena was busy with badminton while he played in the Bundesliga. But next, Sundowns hosted TS Galaxy in a Premier Soccer League match on Tuesday, which ended in a 1-1 draw. On other news, Manchester TS Galaxy TS Galaxy player. Manchester United coach, Premier League side Manchester United are said to have made a decision regarding mentor Thomas to Eric Ten Hag prior to the FA Cup final, stating that against neighbours Manchester City, which is set to take place at 4 p.m. today, with rumours stating that the Dutch tactician might not see the next season. The 53-year-old Dutch tactician joined the side after the sacking of Norwegian tactician and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in 2022, where he started off by winning the Carabao Cup. As expected to take charge in Old Trafford, the 53-year-old tactician is expected to take charge of the Old Trafford-based side for the last time on Saturday, with Chelsea having recently parted ways with Mauricio Pochettino. The Argentina tactician has been linked with the post alongside Thomas Tuchel, who recently parted ways with Chelsea. Ipswich Town manager Kieran McKenna is not been ruled out of the job alongside England's Gareth Southgate. Eric Ten Hag took over in 2022, leading the Red Devils to winning the Carabao Cup, their first trophy in 7 years. In his first season, finishing third in the process. However, the last season saw the club finish 8th, their lowest ever in Premier League history, leading to questions over his playing philosophy. Bringing it back home, PSL Giants, Kaizer Chiefs, and Orlando Pirates have suffered a blow with regards to alongside Lesotho, have suffered a blow with regards to attacking TS Galaxy attacking player and Le Clofonolo Mojera, who made a statement saying he declined offers from all three, both Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates and the Lesotho national teams. Now Lesotho, he has the 27-year-old attacker is eligible to play for both Lesotho and Bafana, as we see something we've seen a lot with European best players who played in Europe, moving back to South Africa. Brahim Diaz moving back to Morocco, while Hudson Odoi returned to Ghana. Meanwhile, Danny Welbeck was eligible to play for Ghana, chose England. We also saw Dominic Solanke, with many trying to convince him to play for Nigeria because he's got Nigeria. He's also eligible to play for Nigeria alongside Supersport defender Ime Okon. The 27-year-old attacker played a key role in TS Galaxy, helping get the Rockets reach the knockout final, has been constantly linked with the Soweto Giants, Chiefs, and Pirates. However, the former Keswick Stars player has made his decision, saying he's eager to turn out for Bafana and the PSL. He stated in a Sports Night Amplified with Andile in an interview. Maybe they, Sundowns, will sign me. I really want to play for Sundowns, but for now I'm focusing on Galaxy because that is where I am contracted. I am focusing on my current job, but if it were up to me, I would go there to Sundowns. That is, that is if Rulani expresses desire in a player. It will depend on what the chairman decides. If Chiefs register their interest. I had an opportunity to play for Lesotho. I have Lesotho roots, he revealed. The Lesotho FA that is, called me saying I should change my international allegiance and apply for Lesotho citizenship so I can play for the Lesotho national team. But I declined because I want to play for Bafana Bafana. I deserve it. I worked hard. I give central defenders a lot of stress in that number 10 role. Every time I play, two or three defenders are assigned to mark me. The Rockets have also proved to be a selling club over the years, having sold Gwen Msimango to Kaiser Chiefs, Melusi Buthelezi to Orlando Pirates, Joker Junior Traore to Chiefs, to Stellan to Junior Tiger Junior Traore to Turkey's Istanbulspor, respectively, respectively ahead of the current campaign. In recent news making headlines, Sundowns, La Liga side, Barcelona have parted ways with mentor Xabi following following a meeting with manager following fallout with President Juan Laporta, the 44-year-old tactician who made a statement saying that he would be leaving come end of the season after feeling that he had failed at the club, was convinced to stay. However, after a meeting, it was said that he is on his way out. A statement on the club's official website reads, and I quote, the president of Barcelona, Joan Laporta, informed Xabi Hernandez that he will not continue as the coach of the first team in the 2024-25 season. The meeting took place at the John Campus Sports City, and the sports vice president Rafa Yuste and the sports director Anessa Luce de Sosa, as well as Xabi's assistant and Oscar Chabi's as well as Chabi's assistants in Oscar Hernandez and Sergio Alegre were present. AC Barcelona wants to thank Chabi for his work as a coach, which adds to an unparalleled career as a player and captain. Wishes them luck in all the luck in the world. Chabi Hernandez, however, will coach his last game and the last in with as his first team coach this Sunday when they take on Seville. In the coming days, Barcelona will report on the new structure of the new team. Xabi took over the club in November 2021, replacing Ronald Koeman, who was sacked following a string of poor results. Hansi Flick has been linked with the club. It is reported that Hansi Flick has been linked with the club, who is currently a free agent, as reported last week after he was sacked by the German national team following an early group stage exit in the 2022 World Cup, which took place in Qatar. Now, it is believed he will sign a one-year deal with an option to extend for another season based on objectives. We're done with the news. The final news for the season, that is, we look at the results dating from last week, the 18th of May. Royal AM and Chippa United could not be separated at the Harry Grant Stadium, playing to a goalless draw. So did Chiefs and Polokwane City, which saw Kone honored for 25 years of contribution and commitment to the side. Sundowns proved too strong for the goal by Lesibanko to remain unbeaten by Stellies. To win by that odd goal by Lesibanko. TS Galaxy getting one over Orlando Pirates through Superior Mahlangu, who also scored a brace against Kaiser Chiefs. Arrows and Cape Town Spurs could not be separated, playing to a 1-0 draw. Supersport United getting 2 over Boracay Swallows without a reply, while Cape Town City, Richards Bay's PSL status hangs by a thread after falling short by 3-1. Tukwina United falling short at home to Amazulu by an odd goal. Tuesday we saw that goal. We saw TS Galaxy and Mamelodi Sundowns in a heated encounter towards the end, ending in a 1-0 draw. Sunday, 19th of May, we concluded the Premier League with Liverpool winning by 2 goals to 0. Tottenham beating an already relegated Sheffield United by 3 goals to 0. Fulham winning 4-2 over Luton Town, which saw them get relegated. Brighton United proving too strong for Manchester United. Brighton falling short to Manchester United, I beg your pardon, winning by 2 goals to 0. Manchester City beating West Ham by 3 goals to 1. Arsenal beat Everton 2-1, which is not enough, as Man City were crowned champions based on a 2-point difference. Brentford fell short to Newcastle, losing by 4 goals to 2. Crystal Palace proving too strong with a hat trick by with a hat trick by Eze by proving with a hat trick somewhere by one the only number 10 at Crystal Palace. My memory serves me well. The players, maybe I'll remember the player at a later stage. The players just left me for a while. He plays the number 10. Plays in the number 10 position at Crystal Palace. He got a hat trick for Premier League. He got a hat-trick for Crystal Palace, beating them by 5 goals to 0. Burnley falling short to Nottingham Forest to keep them alive by 2 goals to 1, while Chelsea proved too strong in their last game. Which was the last one for Bournemouth, but for Mauricio Pochettino at the bridge, winning by 2 goals to 1. Here's what you can expect as far as today is concerned. The last day, match day 38. 2030, match day 30, I beg your pardon, in the DStv Premiership. Polokwane City welcome TS Galaxy. Cape Town City entertain Kaizer Chiefs at the DHL Stadium. Mamelodi Sundowns. Cape Town City will be looking to spoil the party for Mamelodi Sundowns, who are on a quest to invincibility. They were close in the 2020-2021 season, however, fell short to Kaizer Chiefs by that one defeat. Chipa United entertained Kukune United in the Battle of the Uniteds. Morocco Swallows welcome Royal AM. Orlando Pirates travel to entertain SuperSport United, while Richards Bay take on Stellenbosch FC. Amazulu welcome Golden Arrows and a KZN derby. Later today, you can expect the FA Cup final between Manchester Derby, second successive season. Manchester City looking for a cup double, while Manchester United will be looking to end what was a miserable season for them, a season to forget, which is also going to be Eric Ten Hag's potentially last season in charge, last game in charge at Old Trafford at the Wembley Stadium. Kickoff for that fixture is at 4 p.m. Nedbank Cup final next week, 1st of June. Mamelodi Sundowns welcome Orlando Pirates. We're gonna give you a snippet of what you can expect on that game, which will also leak the information analysis, which will also be leaked on the All Things Football page. Remember to like the page also and follow. At the kickoff for that fixture is at 3 p.m. at the Mbombela Stadium. The UEFA Champions League final will see Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid at the Wembley Stadium. Kickoff for that fixture is at 9 p.m. On to our analysis, we see Mamelodi Sundowns versus Orlando Pirates facing each other in the Nedbank Cup final, the second cup final for the season between the two sides. On a head-to-head stat basis, when it comes to as far as the Nedbank Cup final is concerned, the two sides have met 28 times, with Sundowns winning 15 times, while Pirates have won 6, with 7 games ending in a draw. Fresh from winning the 7th successive league title, Sundowns will be looking to get at both oozing with confidence on a quest to get a treble, having won the inaugural African Football League. Temiko Siloch will be one of the players to watch against his former side, and is becoming regular on the score sheet after taking heat from his mentor, who was complaining that he does not score much, however has become a regular in the scoring charts. The Namibian, who be another one to watch, is a Namibian Peter Shalulile, who's also been taking heat for not scoring. However, what many forget is he has contributed to some goals in terms of assists, and has recently found his scoring boots, rescuing Orlando following that spectacular goal against Royal AM in the 2-0 win at the at the Harry Gwala Stadium, and has been like Lodge has been creating goals and assists in the process, creating goals in the process through assists on the flank. Now he's flexible like that. If you notice, Sundowns have adopted the Italian approach where you don't play position. He can play on the flank. He has the pace to trouble defenders on the wing, hiking the touchline, and he can also play on the number 9 position. Another one who will be a player to watch is Kulisa Modao. The right back is going to be key for the final, also giving his side options, playing on the weekend like he did a lot next week. That is, playing on playing on the flank. Now he played on the right wing last. He played on the right wing last week on Tuesday against TS Galaxy, and he's got the pace, and he will be likely assigned to mark the player who's been rather problematic in Relebogile Mofokeng, and will be expected to match him for pace, and will also give Sundowns options going forward. We go back to Orlando Pirates. We turn to Orlando Pirates, key players to watch. Now, these are just some key players. There are also players like Temba Zwane, Gaston Sirino, who can come impact players. Both sides are not short of players for on and off the pitch. They've got depth both on the pitch, depending on the 22 players that can take 22 men that will take the pitch on the day, and the impact players that will cut the 5 players that will come off the bench, provided or 6 if provided the game goes to extra time and even penalties. But one player to look out for, Kabelo Dlamini, throwing a developing neck for scoring in dead ball situations. With free kick with the free, causing troubles with the free kicks, and as we saw in the tournaments and the matches against Chipa United and Amazulu, Coach Vieira will be looking for him to get his scoring boots on, as the Orlando Pirates will be looking to go back to winning ways after suffering 2 successive defeats and against TS Galaxy and Richards Bay. Another one is Tito, who, as he is affectionately known, Patrick Masanganye, another key player for the defending champions. Very often plays as a number 10, or can also plays as a number 10 effectively. He also plays as an 8 effectively, and also finds the net on a regular. 19-year-old Relebogile Mofokeng has been a marvel to watch. Due to his pace and ability to find spaces and excellent footwork. Coach Rivera will be hoping that his chemistry with forward Tshegofaso Mabasa will flourish with his ball control. With his ball control, Sundowns will most likely want to be wary of him, and if not careful, Sundowns will be in trouble. Expect a free-flowing football game. Both sides would like to play the ball on the floor, and the game should be won or lost in the midfield. Both sides have us filled with quality for days. It could go either way. Now the game could go either way, and fun fact, Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates are not meeting in the Nedbank Cup for the first time. The last time they met in this tournament, the final of this tournament, was in 1998, where Sundowns Pirates went in as defending champions, having won the tournament in 1996. However, the tournament did not take place in 1997. Sundowns Pirates emerged victorious in 1996. And Sundowns, this will be deemed as a grudge final after the sides met in an MTN 8 final earlier this season, where Sun Pirates emerged victorious in a penalty shootout to defend the title. So going back to the Bob Safe Super Bowl in 1998, Sundowns Pirates went as defending champions after winning it in 1996. After the tournament did not take place in 1997, losing on penalties after both sides could not be separated over 2 legs. The game, that was the last final to be held in a replay. PSL nominees: Tito Masonganye has missed out which shocked many, with nominees PSL Footballer of the Season for the year 2024-2025. PSL awards were announced last night, right? Yesterday, I beg your pardon, at Randburg, the PSL headquarters in Braamfontein. Football of the season, are led by football of the season. Now it comes as no surprise that Mamelodi Sundowns are going to dominate these awards, the nominations, that is. Teboho Mokoena leads the awards with football of the season. We start with football of the season. Teboho Mokoena of Mamelodi Sundowns leads the way alongside Ekron Reyners and Ronwen Williams of Mamelodi Sundowns. DSTV Premiership players. Now the DSTV Premiership Player of the Season, Football of the Season, is decided by all 16 coaches of the clubs, 16 PSL coaches, and therefore a coach cannot vote for his player. The rules state that every coach is prohibited from voting for his own player. DSTV Player of the Season, Patrick Mastito Masunganye leads the pack alongside Ekron Reyners and Ronan Williams. This side, the nomination, the votes are counted and are not are decided by players and team. However, no player is allowed to vote for their teammate. You're supposed to vote for an opposition player. With regards to coach of the season, now the coach of the season will be decided. Now the likes of your coach of the season, goalkeeper of the season, and midfielder of the season will be decided by the media at large, which is said to be your journalists and your football fraternity at large. DSTV pre-coach of the season, Steve Barker, who's been exceptional, trusting the process. Of Stellenbosch FC, Rulani Mokoena of Mamelodi Sundowns, who has already stated that he deserves the award for Coach of the Season, alongside Josiah Rivero of Orlando Pirates. DSTV goalkeeper of the season, Premiership goalkeeper of the season, Badra Sangare of Sakokune United. Ronan Williams of Mamelodi Sundowns gets his third nomination. Serge Stevens of Stellenbosch FC, Ronan Williams, and of course Ronan Williams. DSTV Premiership Defender of the Season, Grant Kekana leads the pack. Diana van Rooyen of Stellenbosch FC and Tapelo Kogi are just among the three. DSTV Premiership Midfielder of the Season, Sanele Barnes of Richards Bay. Tito Patrick Masori gets his second nomination, and Devin Titus of Stellenbosch FC. While Young Player of the Season nominees are Chandre Campbell of SuperSport United, Relebohile Mofokeng, and Orlando and Ime O'Connor of SuperSport United. MTN 8 last man standing, Sipo Chaine, Sakele Lepasa of Orlando Pirates, and Patrick Tito Masonganye of Orlando Pirates. While Culling Knockout Cup Player of the Tournament, Thabo Molosane of Stellenbosch, Ekram Reyners of Stellenbosch, and Devin Tatus of Stellenbosch are among the all the three nominations. Nedbank Cup Player of the Tournament, Zahofazo Nabasa of Orlando Pirates, Patrick Masonganye of Orlando Pirates alongside Ekram Reyners of Stellenbosch FC. Nedbank Cup Most Promising Player, Chandre Campbell. Chandre Campbell of SuperSport United, Lebuchile Mofokeng of Orlando Pirates, Devin Titus of Stellenbosch, while DSTV Premier Disky Challenge Rewired Player of the Season, Jordan Ashine of Cape Town City, Ashin of Cape Town City, Dando Kosi of Mamelodi Sundowns, and Langelihle Pili of DSTV Discrete Challenge champions, recently crowned as of Stellenbosch FC. So referees of the season include the trio of Skhumbuzo Gasa, Pilang Nkosi Khumalo, and of course the sensational Abongile Tomal. Assistant referees will include Kevin Baloy, Lalilane Mngadi, and Romario Piri. And that's all we have time for as far as all things football. I appreciate the support. 29th of May is very important for the whole of South Africa. Go out and make your presence felt. Vote for that party. Vote for your party of your choosing. Your voting is your secret. Push your emotions aside. I know you're frustrated. You're not working. Go out and make yourself be heard. The show takes its final bow for the season. We're back again in August for season 4. Enjoy the UEFA Euro 2024, which takes place for the from the 14th of June to the 14th of July, taking place in Germany. And enjoy the football in the process and enjoy the show. Please take if you watch the show on YouTube, the Mavahodo Network, and hit the like button if you take a liking, which is a thumbs up button. Thumbs up, not thumbs down. Thumbs up button, and hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button if you take a like, and ring the bell for future episodes. If you want to watch more episodes, season 1 to season 3, go to the All Things Football page on Facebook. The All Things Football page is available on Facebook for all the episodes dating back to 2021, where the show started on the 14th of August 2021. The show turns 3 next season by the time we do season 4, and that's all we have time for. For myself, Apiwe Roto, this has been All Things Football. Enjoy the show, enjoy the football, and these are just among the analysis keyword, some of the key players to watch, because we could go on forever. There's options for days. Let's give it a name and call it a day. Take care of yourselves and each other. Cheers.